So let's grab ourselves a hopefully the stream is fine. I really hope the stream is fine. Not So an issue I've had with this ROM hacking is that the bosses in the game don't seem as easy to change as just punching numbers into the software I use. Oh, come on, Twitch. Like, I've tried buffing boss enemies and they just seem to do doesn't seem to actually help them much. I should probably ask around on, like, God, what even would be the source for Mystery Dungeon ROM hacking? Like, I think there's a Sky Temple Discord. But I'm not sure there's a Sky Temple Discord. So let's run through this place again and see what my thoughts on it are. We'll have a look-see. Because it's been a while since I've done this. The good news is I expect to be getting back to doing this somewhat regularly because, well, the next thing I have planned out, which is a Pokemon ROM hack because I do enjoy playing those, is a doozy that I'm not likely to be able to do. How do I say? It's a doozy and will probably involve, and since it's going to be so long, I'm going to rotate games more to keep from becoming fatigued with it. That was probably a poorly worded explanation, but it's my attempt at explaining how I feel about that. Okay. So if I'm remembering correctly, this place was, on the whole of things, somewhat easy. See if I agree with that assessment from last time going through here again. Special band. Signal beam over probably cotton spore. Oi, don't do that. Oh, you know what I've been meaning to do? I've been meaning to have a look. Oh, Crivens. So that was charge boosted discharge. And charge is double damage in this game. So it's actually hella strong. Okay, that does enough damage. Yeah, Tauros definitely does enough damage. And we're never going to prevent. We're likely never going to be able to reasonably prevent enemies from getting one shot by that. Let's see how much damage Miltank does. 11. Zen Headbutt is a little on the low side for damage. So let's get the notes out. Come on, computer. You can do it without exploding. You can do it without exploding. Oh yeah, we need to add the tile setback for Faram. Okay. Oh, so I'll put Zen Headbutt damage is unimpressive. So I'm trying to gather whether the enemies, what enemies of the, what? No, not what enemies the moves know. What moves they know, because, well, I guess we can check when we get get back into things and have some recruits, we can have a look. Because I was under the impression at one point that um it picked just the last four moves in their move set. But I think it might actually pick randomly. There's another thing I suppose I can ask if I happen to find a good source on such matters. Didn't really get a good feel for how much damage Magneton does. Anything I want to get? I know I have. I know I have a used TM, but the used TM is a Shockwave TM, and I want to hold on to it until I can recycle it. Because I actually do have a recycle TM. So my notes say Minun is very frail, but Thunderbolt does a ton of damage. Wanted to see if it would Thunderbolt me. Now, some of these hallway fights are a bit easier than they seem, because not every starting lineup will have a Pokemon with Quick Attack. Oh, okay, that does good damage from Yanmega, though. I don't think that should know Sonic Boom. Should it know Sonic Boom? By the way, the weird movement decision there was an accident. Tabbing into the notes. Oh god, Mareep is in some serious shit. Let's tell Mareep to use Discharge. I'm grabbing every item because I'm kind of balancing this on in places where you're not at a massive advantage, you're gathering most everything. Want Miltank to hit me with a normal type attack. Unfortunately, it didn't do that. Don't know if it knows one, but would hope it does. What about Dodrio? What do you have, Dodrio? Well, your dad, so we're not gonna find out here. So let's see. Uh, nope. What are we not using, really? We're probably not using just an escape orb. Oh, Crivens. Oh, God. Yeah, that's what Substitute does in this game. It's a very fun move to get hit within the corridors. Because you will just get attacked by your teammate. Do you have Dash? Go with the Dash. Swap it with a Patches Scarf. Do we have another Patches Scarf? Yes, we can sell that too. I want Miltank to hit me with a good move. Not really intent on doing so, though. Maybe that means Miltank should have some more good moves. By the way, moves like Fake Tears and Scratch and such are very nasty if you can't get rid of the effects with a Wonder Tile in Mystery Dungeon. Charm we do not want. Hmm. I'm gonna heal here. I don't know what this Tauros is going to do. Okay, that's middling but okay damage. Crunch. I want this. I don't know over what though. I feel like it's not as useful as any of the other moves, to be quite honest. It's like Shockwave is nice for range. Quick Attack is nice because he can actually hit from behind me. Was that a 32 damage tackle? That was, in fact, a 32 damage tackle. Actually use our defense curl. Embargo. Such a useful TM. It's not. It's a pretty much useless. Stun Seed we will take over. What are we gonna take it over? Over where the box is. Yeah, that was not going to do very much damage, no matter how you sliced it. Eh. Okay, the game seems to be slowing down significantly here. Yeah, I don't know what it is that's slowing the game down. Yeah, that's a big slowdown. Are we dropping frames? Okay, that might have fixed it. Wow. I've almost finished my Gatorade. Okay, so let's see if this boss does anything at all dangerous. Nope, they get one shot by quick attack. And do very little in return. Because I have tried, to some extent, to buff this boss fight. We'll check if Electric are hilariously weak. So let's see. Electric died to about 60 damage. That'll actually be a good benchmark to see if these Electric are weaker than just Electrike. Because if it is, I don't know how we can modify this. And if we can't change the Electrike, or slash they have different stats than a base Electrike, then I'm just gonna get a move on and start working on other dungeons instead of amp planes. So we're going to, I guess. Mm, well, actually, hold up. Yeah, we're gonna have to reset one more time. But first, let me pop open. Yeah, we'll have to close this up one more time. We're gonna have to go through far amp, but we're not gonna be able to test any changes if we dip right now. So program files, Sky Temple. So skytemple.exe. Oh yeah, I should make a note as to what, did we recruit a Plusle or a Mine? We also recruited a Mari. Let's note. Well, we only have a Mari right now. So we'll make a note of Marip's moves. And let me, once we get the actual stuff started, I will pop over to here and here. Apologies for the bit of OBS and OBS, but Sky Temple does not cooperate very well at all with window capture. I just try though I might, I can't get it to work with window capture. So let's look at Marip's moves first. So Marip. Marip knows, if it will load, Yeah, it should definitely. So at the level we recruited it, which would have been 30, it should have known Charge, Discharge, Cotton Spore, and Thunder Wave. It definitely should not have had Growl or Thunder Shock. So that probably disproves the theory that. Well, that obviously disproves the theory that they know the last 4 moves on their moveset. So a larger sample size might be necessary. And that's going to make actually balancing moves tricky. So Electrike. I believe I made the Electrike in here. Well, actually, we can look once it finishes loading. So let's look. Amp Planes. Amp Clearing. So here we have floor 20. Pokemon spawns. So there will be level 27 Electrike. So how much HP does... Oh, let's change Far Amp Plains' tile set back. So... Tile set 15, I think? Show full map instead of minimap. I think that's Far Amp Plains. And Far Amp Plains. And we will export. Uh-oh. I don't know if this will actually export. Yeah, I don't know what this will actually export. I suppose we could try exporting the layout and see if that, like, does it any harm. Because all of these floors are the same as far as layout goes. So we'll just export layout to Planes group, Far Planes. So now, does this have the tile set in such a Far Planes? Come on. Yeah, it has Far Planes tiles. Okie dokie. So let's look at what Electrike's moves are, or what Electrike's HP is. That way we'll know what its stats are. So Electrike, not Electrike. Electrike has how much HP? Base stats 30 base HP. Stats. Yeah, that does. Well, hold up. It'll gain 10 HP from these levels, so it'll have 40 HP. It'll have 50, 55, 61, 67. Yeah, these Electrike in the boss fight should definitely not be dying to 60 damage. Are they actually a... Let's make sure this is the same Electrike. Far. Or not far. And planes. So, Electrike number 337 spawns at level 27 here. So that is, as far as I can tell, the same Electrike that should not be dying to 60 damage. So I really don't know why it's dying to 60 damage. I wonder, would it be possible to create, or what would the adverse effects be, perhaps, is the better question, of, say we wanted to Actually, no, we'll just look at Pokemon. So we'll just look at Pokemon. So are there... So these are both invalid forms. What's it gonna... So if we were to say... have one of these Pokemon become a separate Electrike entity. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, but I might try that out at some point. This would also let us have also I think this is Arceus's entry. But that might be a thing we could try. Okay. So then the question becomes, well, this is steel. What is 538, perchance? Obviously, these are both invalid forms. I don't know how that will affect things. Okay, so hold up. With these, perhaps, I'm guessing these are boss forms of these Pokemon. My suspicions would be confirmed if. Hmm. Let's see. What does this have? It's weird that it has no moves. But these are all Pokemon involved in boss fights at some point. Except, I suppose, for Bidoof, because I don't think you ever actually fight Bidoof. So these are. There's also multiple Dusk Noirs. And these are invalid. Now, I haven't played all the special episodes, so I wouldn't know where Sentret and Blossom fall on this. So these are reserve Pokemon, by the looks of things. So what if we were to look at Electrike again? I believe they were number 337. Number 337 has an ID, sprite ID of 506, an entity ID of 309. So let's see. Electrike has a sprite ID of 509, or 309, 506, 309, 506. Okay, so we'll go to one of these. Worst comes to worst is the game explodes, which I guess would be fairly bad. So its entity ID is unused. Its sprite ID is 506, however. We'll have this be male. We'll have this be electro. Does it have any base stats? Yeah, it has base stats. Level moves. It has no moves, is the issue. And we can't add moves. Uncaught error, apparently. Yeah, I don't see where we can add moves to this. So it doesn't look like we can really do that, unfortunately. Which is a shame, because it really would be a preferable way to deal with things. And I don't really think that Electrike's stats are being used for these Electrike. Because it's clear they don't actually have this much HP, and reasonable to assume from that they don't have these stats either. Let's put something here. I'm going to let's just make Electrike. Well, I'm actually, hold up. We screenshot this beforehand so I can change it back, but we're going to just massively buff their stats. And this will be just to see if this changes anything. I don't think it will, though. Six. Okay, doke. So let's go to Manectric and give it much the same treatment. Manectric. And we still have our few changes to the actual Pokemon event planes to do. Let's before I start increasing these to 10, let's screenshot this as well, and just... We're probably not going to feel Manectric's HP being much higher. I don't know why I'm doing these as individual level ups. I could just buff their base stats. Yeah, let's go. Say, stat. Oh, I don't remember what its space HP was before. It wasn't this. Yeah, I have no idea. Oh well. I'll just assume it's a little higher than Electrike's. Let's see how much. Let's see if that helps anything. All of these move issues are kind of just moot. The should it know type of issues. So Magneton didn't do very much damage with Magnet Bomb. So let's bump up its special attack a little bit to like 21. And turn some of these zeros in special attack into 1. It does not get a lot of level up stats, to say the least. So that should help its damage a little bit. And the only Miltank's damage is unimpressive, apparently. And Mayan doesn't have a lot of HP. Moo, Miltank. Female, invalid. So, yeah, it doesn't get a lot of attack points. So let's turn a few of these attack points into 2s. So that's +6 to its attack. Like that, +8. Also makes its stats symmetrical on the physical and special side. And stats and moves. In theory, it will know Body Slam, Zen Headbutt, Roll Out, and Attract. Of course, I've seen it use Defense Curl, so yeah. They probably do just get random. I wonder if the randomness takes into account how many times the move appears on this list. So for instance, I know if I made Attract learned twice, would it be twice as likely to have Attract? I don't know. And that would be very hard to test without just recruiting a lot of that particular Pokemon. So let's see. Yeah, that's all of the things I had listed except for Minun. So let's go Minun. So it's apparently low in the HP department. Yeah, that looks low in the HP department. Tell you what, we'll give it a few threes in HP at these levels. So it'll be 6, 8, 10 more HP for it to work with. So let's save to ROM. And we'll get right into things. Let's go back to this. Close out. Let's move them. And we'll see if we can do anything in the... We'll see if this change to Manectric and crew makes them any more dangerous. It's obviously not a perfect solution because it will make those Pokemon OP if you actually go play through the game. But it will at least tell me if it does anything to change their stats. Because they should be quite strong now, as opposed to a farce. Fire Emblem music is so good. Okay, that did decent damage. Miltank is maybe still a little bit on the weak side. I'm going to clear up all this because a little attack. More attack. Just a little more, not a lot more. I like that body slam to hit maybe 40-ish. I think 40 is a decent number for things to hit for at this stage in the game. Hmm. Raichu's quick attack is fairly weak. At the same time, I'd like to reserve judgment on that until I get hit with an actual move from Raichu. Because quick attack is just a weak move. Alright. Oh dear. Okay, hyper beamed. Oh god. Yeah, I gave Tauros hyper beam is uh, an honor to its competitive high in the first generation. I wonder if I should give it. I don't know if it has Blizzard already. It would be kind of cool if Tauros could just have a moveset of Earthquake, Blizzard, Hyper Beam, and Body Slam. Okay, that did solid damage for being it has little effect. You know, Miltank would actually have survived that if I didn't hit it with Slam first. The special attack that I'm making so much use of. Just make sure this goes down. Oh wow, that was very strong for being a two-hit move. Don't fuck with Giraffric by the looks of things. We'll just keep this. Okay. Still feels a smidge on the easy side on the whole of things. Oh dear. Still feels a smidge on the easy side, he says, as a couple of cows start rampaging all over him. Oh goodness. Only now you do that. Only now. Okay. Alright. Almost through here. And then I'll probably start and just. Really not sure about doing this again. I think I'm going to buff things just a tiny bit in general, but nothing huge. from Hyper Beam to Tail Whip. Wish you could actually lock in what 4 moves the enemies know in this game. And I suppose I could, in theory, um, make it so the enemies will only ever know those 4 moves by that level. But that would start to limit Pokemon's learn sets quite quickly, especially as the dungeons get higher level. Alright. This is the last time we're doing this fight. Now these guys have Lightning Rod. So let's tell Hiroki to not use his electric moves, and the same goes for Maripier. So basically only Signal Beam. For some reason, it doesn't seem like these electric. Yeah, they're not massively buffed. However, Manectric is using Thunderbolt. Roar! Wait a second, you honestly haven't come here to make claims on your territory. No, take this. Dusknoir is gonna save our bums. stop the their words are sincere. They trespass, but they don't intend to make claims on your territory. It's Dusk Noir. You, who are you? And from here on out, you can read. It's a very pretty ring-like thing, isn't it? Excuse me. Yeah, have you considered, I don't know, fighting us up front? Stinky people? Let's skedaddle. Skedaddling. Okay, we will save our adventure this time. Oh yeah, we've got some cutscenes. So we're probably not going to be able to do, like, anything except for cutscenes and, like, housekeeping. But I'll probably do. I will do the between missions between now and Plains off cam. We're now in Northern Desert off cam if need be. Oh, Dusk Noir knows you. Spoiler alert. He's not going to be upfront about it, though. Yeah, does that ring any bells? Yeah, you bet it does. You're not a good liar. Or maybe I just happen to know the story of this game. Excuse me, I'm gonna mute the mic because I really need to clear my throat. Okay. Is there a game sound? Oh, there might not be game sound for